well, just past, because obviously I've got all of our fabulous bear cushions to show you. Bear book cushions, cushion book bears, bear book bear cushions, whatever they're called. I've got 12 to show you. At last we have completed our whole set of 12 bears, and it's been an absolutely wonderful 12, well, not really 12 months, 10 months, isn't it, that we've created the bears and the fabulous cushions. I've got them all loaded up here, ready to show you. I'm really pleased with the response that I've had, and of course, as you know, we have raised over £5,500. Now, going on the figures that I've had over the last 24 hours, I think we're up to 5,000, about 800, 5,800. And what I really want to do, hi Eileen, hi Eleanor and Chris and Julie and Gemma, thank you for joining me. We're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube, and actually I'm going to put it on my website as well. And I really appreciate your company. I really do. I'm just going to try and get this loaded up so you can have it on my website too. It's been a great, as I said, it's great 10 months. We have worked really hard, all of us, to make sure that you've been getting the patterns the first of every month, because it's been really important to us that we get them out to you as soon as possible, but also to make sure that that it's something that you all look forward to, that you know at the beginning of the month that you're going to see the new bear pattern. And sometimes, because my my gold online sewing group, they always get to see them first pretty much, although they didn't this time, not with the November and December bears, because I just did a sneaky peeky yesterday, and from that alone we've had, I would say, we've increased our amount collected to about 5,800. I haven't done the maths. I got to £5,549 the other day, and quite honestly, it's then I will leave it now until the 18th, and on the 18th I will donate the money. And what I'll do is, let me just add this to my TV on my website. There we go, it's done now. So yeah, I will donate all that money on the Children in Need night itself. And what I'll probably do before the big events, because obviously the TV covers it so well, I don't want to interrupt that. So maybe sort of mid-afternoon, I'll do another Facebook Live, so you all know exactly how much we've raised. And of course, that will be ongoing for a little while. The one thing that I said to you was that none of this will be discounted, none of that. But when we get to about December, the end of the year, then I might do an offer to buy all 12. And again, all that money will go to Children in Need. So if you've been waiting to get all 12 bears at a better price, don't hold your breath. But also it might be December, end of December time that we do that, because the 1st of January we will be launching a brand new challenge, which I'm really looking forward to. And as I said to everybody yesterday, I've got a kind of a half an idea of what I want to do. It's just a case of finalising the details and making sure that it's going to be exciting for everybody, like it was this year, because the bears have been just amazing. So my big thanks to Adrienne, my daughter of Zippy Doodle Designs, for creating all of the digital downloads for you, or doing all the drawing. The bears have been the same every single month. You know, the outline of all the bears have been all the same every single month. It's just the embellishments that have changed, the ideas, I suppose. Some will appeal to you, perhaps some won't. Let me just switch my phone off. And so it's a big thanks to Adrienne for creating that, of Zippy Doodle Designs. Thank you very much, Adrienne. But also, half the bears I stitched, half the bears Gemma Joy stitched. So thank you very much, Gemma Joy, for helping me out stitching the bears. It just made sure that we got them all done on time. That was the main thing. Thank you very much to Kath for editing the patterns, to getting them absolutely spot on. And if you've bought any of the patterns, you know that they are identical. The pictures change, but the words pretty much are the same because it's such an easy make and everything is just repeated time and time again. And that's because if somebody decides just to get one, then everything is there for you. If you buy the 12, then you'll think, oh my goodness me, it's the same old patter. But the pictures have changed, the explanations have stayed pretty much the same. And we thought that was the easiest way around it. We didn't want to spend huge amounts of time editing the patterns. So big thanks to Kath for doing that for us as well. Very much appreciated from me, that's for sure. So without further ado, let's go through the bears. We'll try and do this one at a time. I think I've got them in pile order. So the first bear of the year was January Bear, and he's like Frosty Bear. He was our first one, and you'll notice that he's really a much more pared back bear because it was the first one. We didn't know how it's going to go. So obviously you could add this, because he's Frosty Bear, you could add snowflakes, you could add snow on there, you could add glitter, you could change his colourings so he's more sort of wintry-ish, if there's such a word. So I think he's lovely. He's got his earmuffs on. He's going out to do snowball fights, maybe, with his friends. So that's our Frosty January Bear. And obviously, like all of them, they have a pocket there to put a book in. They are 14 inches square when made up, so thereabouts. I would say don't worry about the size, but it's a nice, lovely little size for a little one to have snuggled up next to them on the sofa or in their own little chair, something like that. Certainly, one of the team members, Nicola, she's going to give them to her local school, which is just awesome. And they're all going to have a little reading corner with their book bear cushion with them and snuggle into. So think about also what sort of filler you're going to put in there. I would say not feather. I would find a hypoallergenic cushion pad to go in there so it suits all children. Hopefully we've covered all bases there. It's got a little zip at the bottom so you can take the cushion pad out if you want to. You know, it's one of those things that you need to decide a lot of these things yourself. Maybe you don't want to have a cushion in there. Maybe you, a zip. Maybe you just want to stitch that opening closed. It's up to you, isn't it? It's your pattern. You can do what you like with it. So there we are. I'm really pleased with our first bear, and then we kind of moved on because that's the most amount of bears sold. I think February Bear was the most popular. I think we sold well over 250 patterns. January Bear, I think, was about 240. I've got a list somewhere. I should tell you really how many we sold of each bear. I don't know where it is. Probably over there on my other desk. So that's January Bear. This is February Bear. And with February Bear, we went on a sort of Valentine theme. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love the pinks that we chose there, and then the sort of splash of red, and really made it a friendly, loving little bear. And again, you can add more things if you want to. You don't have to have the hearts. He's got little hearts in his ears as well, so you can see his ears are kind of shaped as well. And so this is February Bear. And I can say I made him out of pink linen just because it was a Valentine bear. But you can please yourself. You can please yourself. The thing about this bear is that you've got the hearts and you've got the heart ears and things like that. So, you know, you can add or take away as much as you like. The idea for me is I would like you to buy the pattern. Don't really mind if you don't make it. All I want is your money, actually, to be honest with you. I just want your money. Then we have March Bear, and March Bear is just this is where we started getting a little bit sort of more creative in a way, because we realised how popular the bear patterns were getting. So we thought we'd give you a little bit more for your money. So this time we've included flowers, and we've done these sort of 3D, so they sort of just the centre circle has been stitched. You can do it different ways if you like. And of course she has her bunny ears on because it's the Easter bunny, it's the March time, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. She, I should say, some are definitely he's and some are definitely she's, depending on what fabrics we chose. Anyway, this is March Bear, and as you can see, she's absolutely gorgeous. Like I say, you get the flowers, you get the bunny ears, you get all the applique. I think the lights are washing it out a bit, but it's got little pink inserts in the ears. I don't know if you can see it a little bit closer there. There you go, you can see it now. She's got little pink inserts in her ears. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, all of these patterns are exactly the same price. They're £2.99. £2.50 goes to Children in Need. The PayPal and Wix costs are just about 50p. So it was easier just to say £2.50. And mathematically, it's much easier for me. So like I say, it's the costs. We haven't included our time or anything like that. It's all been done free of charge. So there we are. So that is March Bear. I love that March Bear. Okay, so now we go on to April Bear, and it's April showers, of course. Being British, it's going to be, isn't it? And you can see, almost see the umbrella looks like it's disjointed. I'll just move it a bit. There we go. And again, a book bear cushion, and April Bear is in the showers. So you've got the umbrella, you've got the sort of drops of rain, you've got the little sort of disjointed brolly there. So some of it gets stitched onto the pocket and some gets stitched onto the main body of the cushion. And I just think he's absolutely gorgeous. Now he is a he because I stitched him in blue, so he became a boy bear. I think he's absolutely gorgeous. I love the fabrics. I did some fussy cutting. You can see, is it a pelican? A pelican and a seagull? I don't know, you can see better than me. And yeah, so think about your free motion stitching. If you don't want to do that, hand stitch. Do blanket stitch all the way around your pieces. Do a running stitch. Don't stitch at all, just glue them on. Depends on whether it's a gift or whether it's something you just want to have in the conservatory. One of these bears may well appeal to you, and obviously if you just want one, then this is the best time to get it because you're going to see all 12. So that is April Bear, and it's April showers. This is possibly one of the most important bears that we've got because it's our May Queen bear, and who'd have thought that we would have lost our queen just a few months later. So this is very poignant. We'll never have this again, will we? So our May Queen bear, again, you can see is a pocket. It's not always obvious because of the fabric, but our May Queen bear excuse me, has the bunting going across her paws. She's also got a bit going in the corner there, and she's got her crown. And of course, if you wanted to, you could make that into a king bear now. If you wanted to, just change the colours. Just maybe if you're thinking about using glitter, don't. Because obviously we've got our King Charles now, so maybe it's not appropriate. Is that a bit on there? She's carrying a little bit on her ear. So that is our May Queen bear, and I think this is possibly one of the most important bears in the whole set because of that just that reason that we lost our queen this year. So like I say, never to be repeated. How fabulous is that? So this is our main queen bear, and yes, Patsy, she is very special. Yeah, who'd have thought it? We knew obviously it would happen at some point, but we think it's never going to happen, don't we? June, possibly one of my favourites. June is our Tea Party bear. She's got her, we started getting a little bit more, you can see a little bit more detail going in here. And at one point, Adrienne said, my daughter of Zippy Doodle Designs, she said, Mum, I thought we were supposed to be doing simple patterns for people. I said, yeah, but I get carried away. So Tea Party Bear has got her party hat on with her pom-pom at the top here. We've got the cupcake here. I think it's gorgeous. And then a lettuce and tomato sandwich. Well, you would, wouldn't you? So there's the sandwich there. So lots of fantastic little elements in all of these designs that perhaps you can use on something else. And don't forget that all of these 12 bears could be made into a quilt. Obviously you would need to cut it to size, maybe to a 12.5-inch block. Maybe you'd want to resize the PDFs, so print them out at, I don't know, 75%, 80% and have them smaller on maybe an 8.5-inch block. I'll leave that for you to decide, but the thing is, you've got the potential, haven't you? 12 bears to go on a quilt would be absolutely fantastic. And if anybody does that, please will you send me a photo, because I would love to see that all created onto a quilt. That would be just amazing. So this is June, which is our Tea Party Bear, one of my favourite months this year, certainly with our Gold Club, with our online sewing group. Gosh, I really enjoyed doing the quilts for that particular month. So there we are. Got a little bubble, don't forget. So that is our June bear. Oops, getting a crowd of bears behind me. I wonder what they're called. So now we have our Christmas bear. So we always have Christmas in July at Lizzie Towers. And I've got a story to tell you about. I think this was the last one I stitched because I made a couple of mistakes on this. So I'm going to point them out to you so you don't do the same. But this is our Christmas in July bear. This is our Christmas in July bear, and he's gorgeous. I love him. I put the candy cane on upside down. This is Adrienne telling me, because obviously she's the designer. I'm just the doer. And she said, Mum, you've got the candy cane upside down. Maybe not. Maybe he wants to crunch it from the short end. But I think traditionally it should be up the other way. And also the red of the hat, this bit here, should be over the top of the white. And I only noticed that really when our Nicola stitched hers. I thought, oh yeah, that should have been over the top. So the red should go over the white. But other than that, she's perfect in every single way. And she's a real party bear, isn't she? Because we've got the background fabric. So depending on what fabrics you choose really does depend on how your bear looks. So give it a little bit of thought. But it's just lovely. And of course you've got the holly, you've got the hat, you've got the candy cane there as well. So you've got lots and lots of bits of applique. And obviously you've got the whole bear. You always have the whole bear too. So Christine says, I thought he wanted to eat it from that end. Well, yes, he does, Christine. So absolutely. But obviously I had to take heed from the designer, didn't I? So that is our fabulous Christmas in July bear. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so the next one is our August beach bear. This is where Gemma Joy started stitching for me. So this is our August beach bear with his sunglasses on, and I always say he looks like he's borrowed his dad's because they look a little bit big, and they look like he slipped down to the end of his nose. And I like the fact that he's got this is like a faux silver leather, but it looks like he's got his mirror glasses on, doesn't it? He's just absolutely gorgeous. Got his bucket and spade ready to go to the beach, and Gemma chose the most amazing appropriate fabric for this sort of deck chair stripe with the sort of seagulls and the sea in the background. And yeah, I think he's absolutely gorgeous. So again, you've got all of the elements to make our beach bear there. It's almost like he's a beach bum bear, isn't he, really, if we were being naughty. The fur is folded back over the hat. Yes, Rosemary, absolutely, I'm with you. So that was the Christmas bear we're talking about there. So that's the August beach bum bear. Then we get our September autumnal bear. And again, this is all the rest of what Gemma stitched for me. So with this one, hold on, we've got a black thread. We've got lots of leaves. So she's wearing a leafy crown, which is just gorgeous. And then there's all the leaves down here. It's almost like she's gone for a walk and she's kicking all the leaves up as she's walking along and having fun and getting those, you know, that crunchy sound that you get when you're walking in the leaves. And so that is our autumnal September bear. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. So you can see you're going to be spoilt for choice. If you wanted to pick one, which one would you choose? In actual fact, let's ask that question. If you had to choose one, which one would you choose? Which one appeals to you? They all appeal to me, but then I'm a little bit biased. So there we are. So that is our fabulous September autumnal bear. So don't forget, you're going to go to lizziecurtis.com and there's a little box that says Children in Need. Just scroll down the home page. It's a little box that says Children in Need. Click that and all the bears will come up for you to choose. Don't forget, you can order more than one pattern. So, you know, so if you like this one, maybe you're going to make loads for the local school or library, then do order 10. I have had ladies that have done that because they just want to donate the money, really, but buying the patterns really helps. And if you're running a workshop and you want to do this with a group of ladies, again, please download the amount that you need so every lady can have a copy of the pattern. Obviously you have to print it, but please order the correct quantity. That would be absolutely marvellous. So that is our September autumnal bear. Okay, so now we're going on to our Halloween bear, which is this one here, and he's just absolutely gorgeous. Again, stitched by Gemma Joy there. So we've got the pumpkin there. So obviously, again, we're not too late. We're only a week away, but you can easily still make Halloween bear. We've got the fabulous hat here. Now you see that hat, that fabulous design that our Adrienne drew, that could be just on a quilt block. You know, if you're making a Halloween quilt, all you need is the pumpkin and the hat, and then you can alternate the squares and get a really lovely Halloween quilt out of that just by buying this pattern. So Maggie says Queen Bear is her favourite. Yeah, I think Queen Bear, because it's special. February Bear, yeah, I like the February Bear because of the hearts. I don't know, which one would you choose? Have you seen the two last bear patterns? Maybe they're going to float your boat. I quite like November Bear. Anyway, there's our Halloween bear. It's not too late for Halloween if you want to make this for a little one, so they've got something spooky to cuddle into on Halloween night. It's not too late to buy the pattern and get it made. I know when I was making them, it would take me, well, if I said an afternoon, it would take me an afternoon to cut out all the pieces, glue them down, bit of free motion, hand stitch if you want. If you're careful, you can do it with your regular foot, but you'd have to keep lifting up the presser foot and moving, you know, like you would do. But try and do free motion. It's actually much, much easier than you ever think, I promise. And if you don't try it, how will you ever know? So there's Halloween Bear. I just love the hat. Have a look at the hat in close-up. I think the hat is absolutely gorgeous. Really lovely. So, yeah, so there's Halloween Bear. Okay. The two new bears, which I showed yesterday. So if you didn't catch this yesterday, this is the time. So this is our November fireworks bear. Oh, he's gorgeous, isn't he? He's really gorgeous. I just love him. I love all the decorations there. So the pattern includes all of these design elements here, and the sparkler there, look, in his hand. You can see all of these elements, all the stars, everything that's included in the pattern. And if you wanted to do more of this, you could. You can have a sort of this sparkler effect or Catherine wheel effect, maybe on the pocket as well. So that is our November bear, fireworks bear. If I bring him in, you can see him a little bit closer. He's just absolutely gorgeous, and I think Gemma's done an amazing job at all the stitching. And I love the colourways as well. I love the navy blue background and the grey bear. I really, really love him so much. He's a real cutie. Yeah, he will go on my back countertop for a little while, I think, through November. But yeah, he's lovely. Sorry, I'm looking at my screen. That's why I'm looking down, because I've got a big screen there. I can see him. Anyway, I think he's absolutely glorious, and that is our November fireworks bear. So, okay, the last one is December baby bear. December baby bear. Which is just, which I have to laugh because I love this hat. I just love his hat. I mean, who would have thought a little bear with ears? You'd see on the hat. I don't know what I expected when Adrian drew this. I said, oh, can we have a little baby bonnet as well? Maybe that would be quite nice. And of course, it has to be the same shape as his head with the ears, doesn't it? It makes sense. Anyway, he's got a bottle and a rattle, and he's got his baby bonnet on as well. He's also got rosy cheeks. He's the only bear that's got rosy cheeks. I think he's just gorgeous. And again, Gemma has made a cracking job of all the elements there. So he's holding on to his bottle, but like babies would, you're not going to give that up, are you? And his rattle and his fabulous hat. And if you see sparkles, that's because the sparkly holly above me there, or next behind me, it's shedding like crazy. So everything I put near it's covered in glitter. Anyway, there we are. So that is Baby Bear. That's December Baby Bear. And that's the last pattern. So there we are. All 12 bears are on the website now. And to be perfectly honest, and Cheryl has just said, he'll be cute all year. In fact, you can adapt all of these bears to be an all year bear. For instance, let's just have a quick look. When we look at November Bear, he could be like for a wedding or a christening. He could be a form of celebration, couldn't he? So maybe he could be a birthday bear. So if you've got a little one that's got a birthday in May, then you could create that in like birthday colours. You can, if you see where I'm going with that. Let's take another one, just randomly. Well, beach bear. Actually, beach bear could be any time of the year, because we have our foreign holiday. Well, I don't, but you might have your foreign holidays. You might be going away in your caravan or your motorhome. Maybe you're going camping. Any time of the year. Well, a bit chilly now, but any time of the year, you could be off on your hollybobs. Maybe you're not going to do a bucket and spades, but you're certainly going to be wearing your sunglasses. I think he's amazing. So, any time of the year. So let's just have a look at one more just to see what we think. So autumnal bear. Autumnal bear is a great example, because actually you've only got to change the colours, and that could be spring bear, couldn't it? Could be a spring bear. So again, any time of the year, you could add flowers to that as well. In fact, if you added the flowers from March Bear, let's find March Bear. So if you added the flowers from March Bear to the autumnal bear, that could be quite interesting, couldn't it? You can have the flowers and the leaves. I think that would be super. They look quite different, don't they? It's amazing. So there we are. That's all the bears. That's all the bears done. And like I said, that's probably the one that you possibly should get if you had to just choose one. If you want to give children in need £2.50, that's what gets donated, then maybe the May Queen Bear is the one that you would do. I don't know. How would you feel about that? Does that sit comfortably with you? I think it's quite different, isn't it? Because obviously we've got to move with the times. But maybe it's something that you'd like to give one of your grandchildren to remind them what a wonderful long reign our fabulous Queen had. And why not? Why not? Or maybe you've got a little princess in the family, and this could be for your little princess, and you could have their name somewhere. Maybe we could have the name sort of down here or on the pocket. So maybe your little princess could have this book bear cushion. So yeah, so there's all sorts of different reasons why we should get our bears. The main reason is that it's £2.50 is going to children in need. Like I said, you pay £2.99. About 50 pence of that is taken with costs, charges, not from me, from PayPal and Wix that goes through my website. It's unfortunate. That's just the way it is. But £2.50 for me, mathematically, is a great number, because all I have to do is count up how many orders there were for each bear, and each month I have loaded 500. All I have done is looked at how many are left, worked out the calculation, and then transferred all of that money into a deposit account. And you can have a look at that if you want. Well, you won't have a look at my account, but I can do your screenshot if you want. But needless to say, all of that money will go to Children in Need on the night of Children in Need. And like I said, I will do a Facebook Live sometime during the day at some point, just to give you that kind of final figure of what I'm going to transfer. We were talking this morning, John and I, about whether we're going to keep the bears on the website. And quite honestly, it would be such a waste if they weren't on the website. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that tab, Children in Need tab, open. And so you can keep on buying the bears if you wish. I know most of you will have got them, but I think I'll keep that open. And then I'll start again with the numbers. I'll load up, I don't know, 100 or something like that. Load up a fresh amount, and then from the 18th of November, I can work out then over a year. I'll not look at it for a year, and then we can just sort the money out then. So we're going to keep that going, because I've got a new Children in Need challenge starting on the 1st of January. Like I say, I've got a rough idea of what I want to do. Obviously, it's got to be useful to you and exciting, in as much that it's going to get you sewing and get you to enjoy it and look forward to it. So I will do that from the 1st of January. The main design, so like we did a book cushion, will be, we're not going to do another book cushion, but something similar. In other words, the pattern itself will always be the same, but it's going to be the addition to it that will be different every month. Sounds complicated, it's not really. So we'll start that in January, and all I'll do is I will add that to that existing Children in Need page. So you'll see over the year the 12 bears slowly going down the page, and the new projects being added once a month. Looking forward to it indeed. And thank you so much for supporting me and my team with all the orders that you've placed. Much appreciated. It's fun to see them go through. There's a lot of pinging on my phone, which is marvellous, and I know then that somebody somewhere, some child somewhere, is going to benefit from your £2.50. And you know what? From little acorns to big oak trees grow. Thank you so much for being part of my afternoon. I'm so pleased that I was able to show these bears off. I'm so pleased we've got to 12, because I wasn't sure that we would get to 12. But a little bit of gentle nudging to Zippy Doodle Designs has obviously, we've now got the 12 bears. So I'm really pleased about that. So big thanks to Zippy Doodle Designs for that. Please go and visit her website and support her too. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave you now and let you have a lovely, lovely Sunday afternoon. I hope you've had a nice day. The weather here has been absolutely awful. We were going to go away in the motorhome, but the weather is just too diabolical. Anyway, so I'll leave you to it. Tomorrow night we have our Kath doing the Making It Monday. It's a great pattern. All of those that have the digital October Pass, that'll be loaded up later this evening, and then the gold members and the Making It Monday group will have their pattern first thing tomorrow morning. So I hope you look forward to that. And there we are. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you a good afternoon, and take care, everybody.